Namaste. Yoga Sutra. Book 2, Sutra 42. Namaste. Okay, mic check. Samtosho dan nutama. Samtosho dan nut. Namaste. Samtosho dan nutama sukala paha. Tatan jokatama. Yachachan kama sukham loke yachachan divyam mahatusukama. Darashana Goshaya Sukhasiyaitem. Darashana Goshaya Sukhasiyaitem. Nai Hataha Shodashim Kalam Iti. Darashana Goshaya Sukhas. Darashana Goshaya Sukhasiyaitem. Nai Hataha Shodashim Kalam Iti. Okay. Namaste. As a result of contentment, there is an acquisition of superlative pleasure. And in this sense it has been said, what constitutes the pleasure of love in this world, and what the supreme pleasure of heaven, are both not to be compared with the 16th part of the pleasure of dwindled craving. Veda next, thank you. This is big, actually. Today's the last hymn of Veda, Book 3. That means changes in this reality after today. I didn't know. To 62. Yeah, 62. Last one. Wow. 18 shlokas. 18 is a lucky number for Arjuna. Wow. Okay. Namaste. Sorry, I'm talking to him. I talk a lot. You know, I'm that guy who says like, yes, you know, this can be done. This can be done. The only difference is after I fail, I keep trying. Like, it's like cheating, you know. It's like, oh, I should have been defeated. And I got nothing else better to do. I'm sorry. I'll just keep trying until, you know, I get halfway of whatever I said. That makes up for it for me. If I get halfway of what I said, that's okay for me. No, that's not okay for me, but... Okay. Wow. All right. Last hymn of Veda, Book 3. Hymn 62. I'm just, I don't, you know, unless you know certain things about Aryan Sanskrit, you wouldn't know. Yeah, this is gonna change this reality. Because I'm finishing this book. as of today. As soon as I finish it, the change will have started taking place, and by tomorrow will be another page in a not another chapter, a sub chapter maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it's not small. Namaste. Here we go. Āmēn Upanishad Puramayo Manyamanang Yubabate na Tujiyang Apuban Govan Diadinandra Barunwa Yasho Bangam Yana Sama Sinam Paratah Saki Piah Ayamu Bangam Purutamo Rai Yan Chashivatata Mama Base Rai Yan Chashivatata Mama Rai Yan Chashivatata Mama Suve Base. Okay. Ayamu Bangam Purutamo Rai Yan Chashivatata Mama Base Rai Yan Chashivatata Rai Yan Chashivatata Mama Base Draviti 사조슈어 비는드랑 바루누어 마루드 필디방 버티비앙 슈르누탐 하밤메 아스메 다디는드랑 바루누어 바수 후여다스메 라이 마루타흐 살바비라흐 아스마는 바루드리흐 샤라너이라 바는 뜨바스마는 호트랑 파라티. I want to say that again. Okay. Starting here. 아스마는 바루드리흐 샤라너이라는 바 샤라너이라 바는 뜨바스마 샤라너이라 바는 뜨바스마는 호트랑 파라티 다쿠슈이너 피흐 Purahasapate Jushasava no Havyani Vishivadevyan Rasava Ratanani Tashushwa Suche Maikai Purahasapati Matvareshu Namasyatan Anamyojan Jakep Vrishapam Jaishonuinam Vishivaru Pamada Pyam Purhasapatim Varenuyam Iyam de Pushanana Krunue Sushirtu Āmēn. Iyam de Pushanana Krunue Sushirtu Tildavam Navyasi Asama Pisitu Pyam Shasyate Tam Jushasava Giram Mama Vajayananti Mabang Tiam Vatu Yoriban Yoshonom Yo Vishavan Pi Vipashyati Puvana Samja Pashyati Sa Naha Pushobitan Puvat Tat Sabitul Barenuyam Palgo Devasya Timahi Tio Yo Naha Prachodayant Devasyan Sabitul Bayam Vajayanantah Puram Tiang Pagasyam Ratimi Mahe Devam Naraha Sabitaram Vipran Yajinyaiha Suvarokatipiha Namasyananti Tieshwitang Somon Gigante Gatu Bidavana Meti Deshukuratam Rotation Yonima Sadam Somo Asama Piam Divipade Chatushipade Cham Bashave Anami Bang Ishasukarat Asama Kama Yulbalta Yanana Pimati Asama Kama Yulbaltanana Paltayanana Asama Kama Yulbaltanan Asama Kama Yulbaltanan Asama Kama Yulbaltayanan Nipi Napimati Asama Kama Yulbaltayanan Nipimati Asama Kama Yulbaltanat Asama Kama Yulbaltayanan Nipimati Asama Kama Yulbaltayanan Nipimati Samanah Somah Satasatama Sadat No Mitra Baruno Kurotai Gabiu Tit Mukusho Dama Kurotai Gabiu Tit Mukusho Dama Matubang Rajam Si Sukratu Urushamsang Namo Vurutang Mahunong Takushosian Rajatahu Dura Kishutwa Piho Shuchi Bratang Guruno Nang Jamadagadi Nang Yona Burutasian Si Datam Pantam Somamurata Burata Namaste. I'm gonna bow because I finished. Just give me a second. Namaste. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste. Hare Krishna, Hare Balarama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. Namaste. I'm going to have to bow again after translation because I would have understood more meanings. Okay. Your well-known prompt activities aforetime needed no impulse from your faithful servant. Where in Indra Varuna is now that glory wherewith ye brought support to those who loved you. This man, most diligent, seeking after riches, incessantly invokes you for your favor. According in Indra Varuna, with Maruts with heaven and earth, hear ye mine invocation. O Indra Varuna, ours be this treasure, ours be wealth, Maruts, with full store of heroes. May the Varu trees with their shelter aid us, and Parati and Hotra with the mornings. Be pleased with our oblations, thou loved of all gods, Buddhaspati. Give wealth to him who brings thee gifts. At sacrifices, with your hymns, worship the pure Buddhaspati. I pray for power which none may bend, the bull of men, whom none deceive, the wearer of each shape at will, Buddhaspati most excellent. Divine resplendent Purushan, this our newest hymn of eulogy, by us is chanted forth to thee. Accept with favor this my song, be gracious to the earnest thought, even as a bridegroom to his bride. May he, who sees all living things, sees them together at a glance. May Purushan be our help. May we attain that excellent glory of Savitar, the God. So may he stimulate our prayers. With understanding earnestly of Savitar, the God, we crave our portion of prosperity. Men, singers worship Savitar, the God, with hymn and holy rites, urged by the impulse of their thoughts. Soma, who gives success, goes forth, goes to the gathering place of gods, to sit him at the seat of law. To us and to our cattle may Soma give salutary food, to biped and to quadruped. May Soma, strengthening our power of life and conquering our foes, in our assembly take his seat. May Mitra Varuna, sapient pair, bedew our pasturage with oil, would meet the regions of the air. Far ruling, joyful one adored, ye reign through majesty of might, with pure laws everlastingly. Lord of my Jamadagni song, sit in the place of holy law, drink soma, ye who strengthen law. Okay, I'm gonna bow again. Thank you. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Okay, so this moment is gonna reflect in reality. There'll be closing not door. I don't want to say closing doors because that's like shutting some people out or something. But there's a chapter ending, another chapter beginning. Yeah, that's how I will put it. I can't really think very well with my condition. I mean, compared to average people, I think, well, if it's not me, it's someone else. I'm not doing 100%. I know that. Not even close. Not even half. Anyway, Upanishad next. Thank you. Namaste. Chan and Dogyo Upanishad, Book 5, Canon 19. Namaste. Tadyad Pakatam Pratamama Gacha Chatad Tomi Yama. Pratamama Gacha Chatad Tomi Yama. Sakyam Pratamama Hutim Jahuyat Tam Juyat Pranoya Sivaheti. Pranasaturapyati. Pranoe Turapyati. Chakushusaturapyati. Chakushushui. Turapyatiang Aditya Saturapyatiang Aditya Turapyati. Tiausaturapyati. Divi Turapyanantiang Nyatakimcham. Tiaushachang Adityashachang Titishata. Titishata. Tiaushachang Adityashit. Tiaushachang Adityashachang Titishata. Tataturapyati. Wow, it's a hard word. Tiaushachang Adityashachang Titish. Tiaushachang Adityashachang Titish. Titi. Tiaushachang Adityashachang Titishataturapyati. Oof, man. Means there's a lot of blockage. Sorry, there's a lot of blockage. Something's preventing me to say it, and it's not just me; it's the environment, it's everything. Tiaushachang Tityashachang Titi. Wow, man. Tiaushachang Tityashachang Titish Titi Titishatat Titishatat Tataturapyati Tittishirtas Tittishirtatasatatatarapiati Tittishirtatasatatatarapiati. Okay. Diashijang Diashijang Tittishirtatas. Oh man. Diashijang Diashijang Tittishirtatasatatatarapiati. Almost. Yeah, something is breaking. Diashijang Diashijang Tittishirtatasatata. Oh man. Tittishirtatasatatatarapiati. Diashijang Diashijang Tittishirtatasatatatarapiati. Tasyanu Tirupatam Tirupiati Prajayang Pashupiramanadiana Pashupiranadiana Tejasan Brahma Vachasanati. Namaste. I got stuck in this word. Diashijang Diashijang Tittishirtas. Diashijang Diashijang Titti. Wow, man, just something about this reality and this word. I'm gonna break something if I say it correctly. I said it correctly, but it was weak. That's Diashijang Diashijang Tittishirtas. Diashijang Diashijang Titti. Diashijang Titti. Diashijang Diashijang Tittishirtatasatatatarapiati. Oh man. Diashijang Diashijang Tittishirtatasatatatarapiati. Okay, that's better than one before. Okay, I'll take that. Dasyanu Tirupatim Tirupiati Prajayang Pashupiranadiana Tejasan Brahma Vachasanati. Namaste. Rough reading today. Therefore, the first food which one may come to should be offered. The first oblation which he would offer, he should offer with hail to the prana breath. The prana breath is satisfied. The prana breath being satisfied, the eye is satisfied. The eye being satisfied, the sun is satisfied. The sun being satisfied, the heaven is satisfied. The heaven being satisfied, whatever the heaven and the sun rule over is satisfied. Along with the satisfaction thereof, he is satisfied with offspring, with cattle, with food, with the glow of health, and with eminence in sacred knowledge. I hate getting distracted, I'm sorry. Okay, Mahabharata next, I believe. Let me just, yeah. Mic check. Okay. Mahabharata Adi Bhaiva, chapter 53 in Sanskrit. This is also the last. Everything is like ending today. Namaste. 36 shlokas. This is the end of Asati Kapaiva. For those who are aware of these sub-paivas and within Adi-paiva. Adi-paiva consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 19, it looks like, somewhere around there. Adi-paiva consists of around 19 sub-paivas. And this is the last chapter of Asatika Paiva, of Adi-paiva. Let me make sure everything matches up here. Yeah, okay, cool. You know what it is? I slept only 2 hours last night. I keep forgetting that I haven't slept that well. It's like, what's wrong with me? I must be like not doing well. No, I haven't slept. That's what's going on. Okay. Medicine and then Mahabharat. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Namaste. Sutam upacham idamatyad putam janyadasati kasyan shushrumaha tathan parashe chanandi amane rajinya parikushvitana ha enindra hasata chachiuto nagah ka eva yadatishitata Tata Sachinanta Paro Rajan Vapuba Janame Jayah Huyamane Purusham Dipute Vitibat Pavake Tadan Na Sima Sa Prapata de Bad Bahanao Prapata de Bahanao Takashako Payapi Duitah Shaunakan Uvancham Kim Suta Teshwam Vipranwam Manutragramo Manishwinwam Na Pratyapat Tadaganao Yanana Papata Sa Tatushokaha Suta Uvancham Taminandra Hasata de Visrasatam Bisanjinyam Pananakotamam Asati Katishutwa Tishutwati Vachasatisro Pudairayat Vachasatisro Pudairayat Vachasatisro Pudairayat Vitasate Sonantari Kushwata Sonantari Kushwatan, Horodayana, Bidu Yatan, Yatan, Dishitwetan, Vai, Kashachid, Gochakra, Sian and Taran, Kashachid, Gochakra, Sian and Taran, Naraha, Tato, Raja, Bravi, the Vakiam, Sadasya, Chodito, Purushama. Kama metta de pavat vevam yathasati kasya ma shritam
Samapiyatamidam kaima pananagah sanatvanamayaah Priyatamayamasatikah satyam sutapachosutu tat tato halahala shabdah pritijah samavaitatam asati kasyam pare tatate tathaivot pararama tathaivo papara tathaivo pararama cha sa nyajinyah banandavaya banandavayasya rajinyah parikushritasya ha Pritimam shicha pavadrajan parato janamejayah Latvigupyah sasadasya pyo ye tatra sanan samagatah Tepya shicham pradadao vitatam shatashotan sahasrashah Lohitan kushuyam sudaya tatang sthapataya vipuh Yenokutam tatra satragre yajinyasya vinivaltanam Nimittam brahmano iti tasmai vitatam dadao pahu Tatasya chakara vapuratam Vitidrushtuena kaimanu Asatikam prashoyamasa Grohaneva susatagrutam Rajan Puritamanah Puritam Grutakrutiam Manishwinam Punaragamanam Karyamiti Chainam Pachobravit Pavishyasi Sadasyo me Vajimete Mahakratao Tathetyukutuvang Pradudrava Sa Jasati Ko Buddha Yutah Kurtuvang Svakarya Matulam Doshayituvang Cha Paitivam Sa Katuvang Paramaprito Mataram Matulam Chatam Apigamyopasangan Guruhyam Apigamyopasangan Guruhyam Yatha Burudatam Yavedayat Etat Churutuvang Puriyamanoh Sametang Ye Tatra Sanam Pananagang Tatra Sanam Pananagang Vita Moha Desati ke vai Puritimananto Papuvuru Chushachainam Balameshitam Purunui Shivam. Wait, I think this is supposed to be one word. It's like, you see the semicolon there? I'm gonna say the whole thing again. Thank you, humans. Namaste. Atachu churutuvang puriyamanoh sametaye tatra sanampananagang vita moha Desati ke vai puritimananto bapuvuru chushichainam Bapuvuru shichainam Varameshitam Purunui Shivan Puyo Puyah Saivashasate Burubamsatam Kim te Puriyam Karavamodiam Viduvana Puritang Payam Mokushritan Shichaivan Saive Kamam Kim te Karavamodiam Patusan Asati Kan Uvancham Sayam Pratah Suprasanana marupan loke pipuran manavasya chatarepi talma kyanam ye padeyul madena mamedam padeyul mamedam teshwam yushumad pyo naivan kinchid payam siyat sutan uvancham Taishichan Pyukutum Pagineah Prasananaira Tatu Satyam Prasananaira Tatu Satyam Kamamevam Charanantah Purityam Yukutam Ipusitam Salvashasate Kaitarah Suma Pravano Pagineam Jaratekanrol 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 samutapano mahayashah asatikah satya samto mam pananago pyo pirakushwatu pananago pyo pirakushwatu asitam jaiti manantam jan sunitam jan pi yah smarat divang bang yadi bang ratanau nasya saipapayam pavet sudan uvancham mokusho yitbang sa pujagan 살바 사트랑 드드비 좋트 따마흐 부자강은 살바 사트랑 드드비 좋트 따마흐 자강마 강레 탈마트마 드슈터는 땀뿌트라 빠트라방은 이띠양 키아남 마야스티감 야타바트길 뜨띠땀 따바 야트길 따기트방 살빼피오 나 파얌 위디아테 그바치트 슈르트방 탈미슈터마 키아나마스티감 보노여발타나마 아스티가시안 가벨비프란 시리마츠짜리타마 디타흐 샤우나칸 우방짬 Pruguvam Shangata para Protyavam. Pruguvam Shangata para Protyavam. Devanyang me Gatitam Mahat. Akyana Makilam Tata Saute Purito Sumitenate. Prakufuyo Michaiva Puyasetuvam Yatabatu Sutanandana. Yang katam vyasa sampananam tangam ja puyah prachakushva me tasaminan paramadu shiprampe tasaminan paramadu shiprampe salpasatre mahatmanam kalmanan tareshu vitivat sadasyanam mahakave yang bapuvuh gatashi chitron yashival teshu yatan tatam devadatan ichama he shurotum saute devampai vichakushonah sudan umanjong kalmanan tarashiva katayinan yanan Kalmanan tarashiva katayanan dirijang Vedan shirayah katah Vyasasatva katayanan nityama kyanam paratam mahat Shanakam uvancham Mahabharatama kyanam Manundavanam Yashasakaram Janame Jayana Yat Purashurtoha Kurushana Devaipaya Nasatadanga Shravayamasa Vitivat Tadanga Vitivat Tadanga Kalmanan Tareshu Sah Tamaham Vitivat Punuyam Shrotumichami Vaikatam Manahasagara Samputam Maheshweha Punuyo Kalmanoha Kataya Seva Satam Shirashutwa Nahi Terapiami Sutajam Suta Uvajam Hananta de Katayishwami Mahadana Kyana Mutatamama Kurushana Devaipaya Namatam Mahabharatamaditaha Tajajusha Suvotatamamate Katyamanam Maya Divijam Shamsitum Danamano Haishwo Mama Piha Parabaitate. Namaste. That was okay. I don't want to shout, but I have to get through obstacles. I'm going to take a little break and then read the translation. Thank you. Yep. Slash Sapalva of Adipalva called Asatika Palva. It's finishing today. All right, let me take my medicine and I'll read the translation. After this is Kalki Purana, and that's it. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Southeast side. Listen now to another very wonderful incident in connection with Asatika. When Janamejaya was about to gratify Asatika by granting the boon, the snake, thrown off in Indra's hands, remained in midair without actually falling. Janamejaya thereupon became curious, for Takushoka, inflicted with fear, did not at once fall into the fire, although libations were poured in proper form into the blazing sacrificial agony in his name. Was it Osuda? Shamaka said. Was it Osuda that the manantras of those wise Brahmanas were not propitious, as Takushoka did not fall into the fire? Shakti replied, unto the unconscious Takushoka, the best of snakes, after he had been cast off in Indra's hands, Asatika had said thrice these words, stay, stay. And he succeeded in staying in the skies,
with afflicted heart, like a person between the vault of the Vulcan and the earth. I want to say that sentence again. And he succeeded in staying in the skies with afflicted heart, like a person between the vault of the Vulcan and the earth. The king then, repeatedly urged by his Sadasyas, said, "Let it be done as Āsadika has said. Let the sacrifice be ended. Let the snakes be safe. Let this Āsadika also be gratified. And let, O Sultan, thy words also be true." And when the boon was granted to Āsadika, plaudits rang through the air expressive of joy. And the sacrifice of the son of Parikushvit, the king of the Pandava race, came to an end. And Janamejaya of the Parata race was pleased himself. And unto the Rituvijas with the Sadasyas, and unto all who had come there, the king bestowed money by hundreds and thousands. And unto the Sultan Lohitakushvur, conversant with the rules of buildings and foundations, who had at the commencement said that a Brahmana would prove the cause of the interruption of the snake sacrifice, the king gave much wealth. And the king of immeasurable kindness also gave him various things, with food and wearing apparel, according to his desert, and became very much pleased. And then he concluded his sacrifice according to the rites of the ordinance. And after treating him with every respect, the king in joy sent home the wise Āsadika, exceedingly gratified, for he had attained to his object. And the king said unto him, "Thou must come again to become a Sadasya in my great horse sacrifice." And Āsadika said, "Yea," and then returned home in great joy, having achieved his great end. Sorry, I'm gonna say this again. I'm being distracted. And Āsadika said, "Yea," and then returned home in great joy, having achieved his great end after gratifying the monarch. And returning in joy to his uncle and mother, and touching their feet, he recounted to them everything as it had happened. Sauti continued. Hearing all he said, the snakes that had come thither became very much delighted, and their fears were dispelled. And they were mightily pleased with Āsadika and asked him to solicit a boon. And they repeatedly asked him, "O thou learned one, what good shall we do unto thee? We have been very much gratified, having been all saved by thee. What shall we accomplish for thee, O child?" And Āsadika said, "Those Brahmanas and other men who shall, in the morning or the evening, cheerfully and with attention, read the sacred account of this my act, let them have no fear from ye." And the snakes in joy thereupon said, "O nephew, in the matter of thy boon, let it be exactly as thou sayest. That which thou askest, shall we all cheerfully do, O nephew. And those also that recall to their minds Asita, Artiman, and Sunita, in the day or in the night, shall have no fear of snakes. He again shall have no fear of snakes who will say, I recall to my mind the famous Āsadika, born of Jaratagaru by Jaratagaru. I don't know, they don't have markings, so I don't know how to say it. That Āsadika, I want to, starting from here.
I recall to my mind the famous Asutika, born of Jaratikaru by Jaratikaru, that Asutika who saved the snakes from the snake sacrifice. Therefore, ye snakes of great good fortune, it behoveth ye not to bite me, but go ye away, blessed be ye, or go away, thou snakes of virulent poison, and remember the words of Asutika after the snake sacrifice of Janamejaya. That snake who does not cease from biting after hearing such mention of Asutika shall have his food divided 100-fold, like the fruit of the Shingungsha tree. Santi continued. The first of Brahmanas, thus addressed by the foremost of the chief snakes assembled together, was very much gratified. And the high-souled one then set his heart upon going away. And the best of Brahmanas, having saved the snakes from the snake sacrifice, ascended to heaven when his time came, leaving sons and grandsons behind him. Thus have I recited to thee this history of Asutika, exactly as it happened. Indeed, the recitation of this history dispelleth all fear of snakes. Santi continued, O Brahmana, thou foremost of the Purugu race, as thy ancestor Brahmati had cheerfully narrated it to his inquiring son Ururu, and as I had heard it, thus have I recited this blessed history from the beginning of the learned Asutika. And, O Brahmana, thou oppressor of all enemies, having heard this holy history of Asutika, that increaseth virtue, and which thou hast asked me about after hearing the story of the Dunundupa, let thy ardent curiosity be satisfied. Okay. Gotta keep it on the next, thank you. Keep going. This is my fortnight. This is my Minecraft. Here we go. Kalki Purana, Book 3, Chapter 12. Very, very hard. I'm like intimidated by this Purana, Kalki Purana. It's actually like it's harder than Srimad Bhagavatam. It kicks. Sorry, I don't want to say that. It kicks that other book's ass. No. The books get angry, and Satan gets destroyed the next day. Oh my God. You mean Satan? Namaste. Here we go. Shashitavajam uvajam etadu vahu gatitam pubahu gatani yorup kaimanohu gatan pakadasya pakadashajam gimanyat gatayam yaham puban ujuh devam ranjana varshina vashira shutvaha sarvasatavahita rataha Taban Beshaha Gatam Yudhitakushwatara Himsangadi Kaimanui Bran Yashaha Santabo Loke Jivanam Hitakarinaha Brana Buddhati Tanailbanga Piha
Sarveshvam Vishayatmanam Shashituvajang Uvanchang Tvaita Prakashini Yang Tu Prakratiha Kamarupinui San Sute Trijakatakratasnam Trijakatakratasnam Vedam Shechang Trigunatamikam Te Vedasa Trijagad Taimashana Vedasa Trijagad Taimashasana Ataimanashana Pakati Paravaltatakam. I want to say that again. Pakati Paravaltatakam Loke Kaminam Vishayaishuinam Vatasya di Munayo Vatasya di Munayo Manabo Vedaparagah Vahananti Palimi Shasyam Vedavakyadushansitam Vayam Tadanugang Kalmatalmanishutua Ranopuriyang Jakam Sanantam Jikam Samo Vedai Takarata Nishijayang Avatyasyam Vate Yavam Setavan Vatyasya Rakushanue Ityaha Pagavan Vyasah Sarvavedai Tatat Parah Prayashachitatam Na Tatransati Tatra Taimah Pravaltate Atrotra Pahinim Hatvan Pavatam Yuti Tuljayam Taimam Gurutanchang Karikim Tu Samaniyagatam Payam Eshwo Pagatil Mama Matan Tavan Pipreta Miraya Aham Tadanuvakushvuyumi Vedavagya Nusarastah. Oh man. Aham Tadanuvakushvuyumi Vedavagya Nusaratah. Yadi Vishnuha Sarvatra Tadan Kim Hananti Ko Hattah. Hanantan Vishnul Hatto Vishnul Vatah Kasyan Sati Tatra Chat. Yad Yudutaya Jinya Dishu Vatena Vato Vedashasanat. Iti Gayananti Munayo Manavashicam Chaturdasham Itatam Yudataishicam Yajanyaishicam Pajamo Vishnumi Shivarama Ato Bhagavatim Mayama Shiritya Vitina Yajana Sevya Savaka Pavane Sevya Savaka Pavena Sukhi Pavati Nanyatan Pupan Ujuh Nime Pupasya Pupala Kuroh Shapat Murtasya Chang Tandroshe Pogayatana Tandroshe Pogayatane Viragah Katamuchiatam Shishuya Shampad Vashishutasyam Dehavapasitilmurutasyam Jam Dehavapatitilmurutasyam Jam Shruyate Kilam Mugutanam Janama Bhagata Vimukutatam Ato Bhagavati Mayam Dulbotyam Vijitamanam Vimohayananti Samsare Nanatavadinandri Jalabat Durandra Nanatavadinandra Jalabat. Wait, I did it. Nanatavadinandra Jalabat Iti Teshwam Vacho Puyah Shrutvan Rajan Shashitvaja Provachan Padatam Shirashutva Pakati Paravanoyan Tian Shashitvajan Uvanchan Pahunam Janamana Manante Til Tashku Shwatran Diogatah. Namaste, Namaste, thank you. Okay. Shashitvajan Uvanchan Pahunam Janamana Manante Til Takushwatra Diogatah Daivad Pavet Satu Sangangas Dasma Di Shivaradashanam Satu Sangangas Das Satu Sangangas Dasma Di Satu Sangangas Dasma Di Shivaradashanam. Okay. Tatah Salokyatam Prapya Pajanantiyan Durutachatasaha Pajanantiyan Durutachatasaha Pukutavan Pogananupamana Pakato Pavati Samsaratao Rajo Jushwaha Kaimaparaha Haripuja Paraha Sadam Tadanamani Bragayananti Taduru Pasamara Sukang Taduru Pasamara Sukang Avatara Nukarana Brata Mahota Sabah. Okay. 7 left. Avatara Nukarana Paiva. Avatara Nukarana Paiva Brata Mahota Sabah. Bhagavad Bhagati Puja Tuyo Paramananda Sampulutang Paramananda Sampulutang Ato Mokusham Na Vachanati Durashirta Mukati Palodaya Mukudavan Lapanante Janamani Haripava Prakashakah Harirupah Kushwatratil Tapavanai Taimatat Parah Sarabidah Sebia Sabakan Dvaita Vigraha Yathavataraha Kalashunasyan Tatan Tatasabina Miha Evam Nilmani Mishwatan Evam Nilmani Mishwatan Lilang Pakatasyam Lochane Bokutasyam Pi Paseshutasyam Sharira Pajana Darah Etadavah Katitam Pupang Mahatmyam Pakati Pakatayoh Sadyah Papaharam Pumsam Haripakati Vivaltanam Salvenandriya Satadevana Manananda Sukha Sanchayam. I want to say it again. It's like almost. Salvenandriya Satadevana Manananda Sukha Sanchayam. That was better than the other one though. Salvenandriya Satadevana Manananda Sukha Sanchayam. Kamaraga Dido Shaknam. Wow, man. Kamaraga Dido Shaknam. Shaknam. Kamaraga Dido Shaknam. Maya Mohani Varanam. Maya Mohani Varanam. Nana Shastra Purana Veda Vimalavya Kyamratam Ponitim. Nana Shastra Purana Veda Vimalavya. Nana Shastra Purana Veda Vimalavya. Okay. Nana Shastra Purana Veda Vimalavya Kyamratam Ponitim. I want to say it again. Nana Shastra Purana Veda Vimalaya. Nana Shastra Purana Veda Vimalaya. It's the final shloka, by the way. Last one. Oof. I'm doing okay. Nana Shastra Purana Veda Vimalavya Kyamratam Poniti. I just missed it by an inch. Nana Shastra Purana Veda Vimalavya Kyamratam Bonitim Samatya Tichiram Tirilokamunayo Vyasadayo Pavukah Gurushuno Pavamananya Meva Mamalam Pavamananya Meva Mamalam Hayangavinam Navam Labutvan Samsarati Nashanam Tripuvane Shri Shukuroshana Tuliyayate Shri Shukuro. They spelled it wrong. They spelled Sanskrit wrong in a Sanskrit book. Shri Krishna Tuliyayate. I'm gonna read the whole thing again. Oh, actually, second part. Krishna Pavamananya Mevamamalam Hayangavinam Navam Labutvan Samsarati Nashanam Tripuvane Shri Krishna Tuliyayate. Krishna. Shri Krishna Tuliyayate. Okay, done. Good riddance. Namaste. Taking a little break, thank you.
Here you go. Kalki Purana, Book 3, Chapter 12. Shashitvaja said, O kings, you have been told the story of Vishnu, the performer of great deeds, and about worshipper and worship. What else should I tell you? The king said, O king, you are a great devotee of Vishnu, ever ready for the welfare of the people. Then how come you developed an aggressive attitude in the battle? Usually, the saintly persons in this world, being engrossed in materialism, provide succor to people with their lives, wisdom, wealth, and speech. Shashitvaja said, the Prakriti, which reveals duality, takes forms at will, has three qualities of Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, and gives birth to three regions and the Vedas. Vedas are the protectors of Taima and destroyers of Ataima. They encourage those passionate people towards devotion who are engrossed in materialistic pleasures. With proficiency in the Vedas, sage Padasyanayana, etc., and the human beings, instructed by the words of the Vedas, offer sacrificial offerings for Vishnu, the Lord of all. We, the followers of the Vedas, and having firm belief in action and Taima, are war-loving people. According to the injunctions of the Vedas, we kill those who intend to kill us. The sin of killing a non-deserving is equal to protecting one who deserves to be killed. So has been said by the famous sage Vyasa, the knower of the meaning of all the Vedas. The sin that arises because of such deed cannot be atoned. Hence, having killed your invincible army, I brought Taima, Krota Yuga, and Kalki here. According to my interpretation, this is devotion. You may express your views. I tell you that ordained by the Vedas, that if Vishnu is everywhere, then nobody can be the killer and nobody can be killed. If Vishnu is the killer and he is killed, then who is dead? As per the Vedas, killing in battle or killing for sacrifice is no killing. The sages and the 14 Manus have also propounded the same. Thus, we worship Vishnu through wars and sacrifices. It is thus that taking refuge of Maya of the Lord, worshipped with the intent of service for the Master, a devotee performing his ritualistic duties attains happiness. Contentment cannot be achieved through any other means. The king said, O king, please explain how King Nimi, after death, due to a curse of his preceptor, sage Vashishrutva, became detached from his body after receiving it again to enjoy the fruits of his deeds. Vashishrutva attained death through a curse from his disciple, and it is said that he was granted the same body again. But a devotee who has been liberated from the cycle of death and birth by the Lord, how can he enter a physical body again by taking rebirth? Please tell. Hence the Maya of the Lord is unattainable even by those who have conquered the senses.
Because of the variedness of Maya, all humans are confused like Indrajala. Sorry. Hearing those words of the kings, Shashitavaja, an eloquent orator, again sat with a heart full of devotion. Sorry about my injuries. Prevents me from speaking normally. It sucks. Shashitavaja said, after many births, by good fortune, because of many pilgrimages and meeting with saintly people, a human gets an opportunity of beholding the Lord in person. Thereafter, the devotee with a respectful heart chants eulogies of the Lord in heaven. Thus, having tasted the highest of pleasures, he becomes a devotee. Those that keep Raja's quality in the four are always engaged in rituals and the worship of Hari. They chant his names only and are all eager to have a glimpse of the image as per their hearts. They celebrate by reenacting the different incarnations and by observing days, holding fasts and festival, and are satiated. I'm going to read that again. They celebrate by reenacting the different They celebrate by reenacting the different incarnations and by observing days, holding fasts and festival, and are satiated with their ever devotion and worship to the Lord. Therefore, these devotees, knowing the effect of liberation, which will deprive them of all these pleasures, want to continue to remain in the cycle of death and birth. Devotees are also forms of the Lord, are the purifiers of places and pilgrim spots, are ever eager to perform their duties, and know the difference between essence and futility. They are in duality of the master and the servant. The way Guru Shunu incarnates, so do his devotees take rebirth. Thus, the establishment of Nimi in the twinkling of the eyelids of humans is also a Maya of the Lord. This is also the reason of Vasishruta accepting rebirth even after liberation. O kings, you have been told the grandeur of devotion and devoted, the grandeur of worship, and the worshipper is an instant dispeller of sins of humans, promoter of devotion for Vishnu, provider of eternal bliss, and pleasures to the lords of the senses, allayer of evils of passion, and attachment, and destroyer of Maya and infatuation. After turning the ocean like deep knowledge of many scriptures, Puranas and Vedas, etc., for a long time, the visualizers of the happenings of the three regions, devotional sages, Vyasa, etc., obtain the nectar like pure and fresh butter of devotion towards Guru Shunu, capable of conquering death, and such people are considered to attain parallelism of Guru Shunu, the Lord of the three worlds. I'm going to read it again, the whole thing. Last one. After churning the ocean like deep knowledge of many scriptures, Puranas and Vedas, etc., for a long time, the visualizers of the happenings of the three regions, devotional sages, Vyasa, etc., obtained the nectar-like pure and fresh butter of devotion towards Guru Shunu, capable of conquering death, and such people are considered to attain parallelism of Guru Shunu, the Lord of the three worlds. Yeah, I can't say parallelism. I get that injury is like right there. I have to like do a skip. It sucks. Okay, done. Thus ends the 12th chapter of part 3 of Shri Kalki Puranam, relating to the future happenings of the Lord, entitled Pakati Pakata Mahatemyam, the praise for Pakati, or devotion. The praise of the devotee and the devotion. Okay, I will look it up. How did the other person translate it? So my translation is the devotee, the praise of the devotees and devotion and the devotees. And this person's translation, if it translated at all, because a lot of times they don't translate it. The glories and of the devotees of Hari. Close enough, I guess. It uses devotion and devotees and the praise of. That's what they use. Pakati is devotion. Pakata Mahatemyam. Mahatemyam is devotion. Pakata means devotees. Pakati Pakata Mahatemyam. Yeah. Okay, done. Thank you very much. Namaste. Chanting next. Do I want to read more English? I don't know how to. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna read the Quran and the New Testament next, and after that I'll chant. Because once I start chanting, the whole day's over. Like everything's over. So I gotta sneak in all these little, 1 hour sessions every whatever. Thank you. So yeah, world recitations in English next. World religion recitations in English next. The Quran and the New Testament. Thank you very much. Namaste.